This is Robert Miner with Dynamic Traders Group with our weekly YouTube video where we take a look at one or two markets. Might have a good setup or a good trigger or something interesting happening in the coming week. Well, the S&P made a major signal this past week. I'm going to show you exactly what that is, what I think it means next few months at least for the S&P, and I'm going to explain it completely so you understand my thinking. And if you're interested in the stock indexes, stick around at the end of this video. And it's going to be a shorter video than normal, probably just 5 or 6 minutes. But stick around to the end of it. I'll tell you how to get a 17-page report about a very comprehensive report about the major trends and targets on the stock indexes. Let's take a look at the S&P right now. This is the SPX weekly data. As you know, I'm a chartist. All the information we get comes from charts and time, price, pattern, and momentum position. So let's take a look at what happened this past week that's critical. There's two things we're going to see on the weekly chart. Number one is 3 weeks ago, the SPX made a weekly momentum dual look-back bull reversal from the oversold zone. That's a significant signal and is usually followed by at least 3 to 4 weeks of a market trading against that reversal. In other words, a net trend of 3 to 4 weeks. What happened? Well, the next week it was up a bit, and then 2 weeks it's been down. When a market goes in the opposite direction of a momentum reversal cycle, that indicates really serious weakness in the market. It's a real failure of a signal. And a failure is very revealing. The other thing that happened this past week is that the SPX made a new low close. It closed below the weekly closing lows of last October. So if we shift over here to weekly, this is weekly data, close only data. You can see at the end of this week it closed below the October closing low. This further strengthens what I described to our subscribers about 3 weeks ago about the overbalance of time and price. So that indicates a higher time frame trend is reversing. So just these two signals alone are enough to confirm that the top that was made in early January is potentially the high for the year. I think at a minimum it indicates that the trend will be net bearish into June, if not much later. But in other words, another 3 to 4 months of net bearish trend for the S&P and the other stock indexes as well. Let's take a quick look at the daily data. I forgot to mention at the introduction about next week at the Traders Expo in Las Vegas. If you plan on going, come by and see my talk on Saturday afternoon. It'll be my first in-person training that I've done in 10 years. So I'm very excited about going there and seeing a lot of you. If you're in the area, if you're interested in going, you can do a search. I don't have the exact website, but for Traders Expo Las Vegas, it'll take it to you to the Traders Expo. And if you do want to register and attend, you can get a 20% discount using the SPD20 discount code. Okay, that's it. Hopefully you'll go. Hopefully I'll see you there. If not, maybe next time. Okay, let's get back to the S&P. This is the SPX daily data, and here's the other major signal that we got this past week. Up until a week or so ago, is we had a potential 1, 2, and a 3. All right, excuse me, let me backtrack. That would be a 1 or A, 2 or B, 3 or C. Up until that point in time, I wasn't clear that it was a 1, 2, 3. And as long as the S&P did not close above the closing low of the wave 1, would be a close above 4670.29, it had a potential for completing an impulsive decline. And that's exactly what happened here, is that we had a beautiful ABC correction, probably a wave 4 in Elliott wave terms, and then we're having an impulsive trend down from this high. Potential 1, 2, 3, and 4. And so that's really significant. I realize this potential wave 5 of 5 has not yet closed below the closing low of this wave 3. Let me just do closes again. More than likely it will make a new low close next week, and that will confirm that this is indeed an impulsive decline. What's really significant about that is that indicates that the higher time frame trend is bearish, exactly what the weekly technical position is telling us as well. So what to expect next week? Well, potentially, if this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, the maximum time to complete the wave 5 would be on the 24th. That would be the maximum time. It's not necessarily going to continue. The 24th is Thursday. Of course, Monday, the exchange is closed. So potentially Thursday the 24th, and the ideally would actually be this coming Tuesday, and that's the 100% alternate time projection of the net range of waves 1 through 3. So at least that's something we want to be prepared for as a possible weekly low, wave 5 low this coming week. But even if that's made, keep in mind that any advance would just be a correction within a bear trend. And should the S&P continue and make a new low after the 22nd, after the 24th, which is Thursday, that means Friday or any day afterwards, that would be another real significant bearish continuation signal. So the takeaway from this past week is that more than likely the S&P has completed a top, and the trend will be net bearish until June, and potentially that high is the high for the year. We've got a bit on the downside to confirm that's all the case, but virtually everything is coming together to tell us the same thing. So that's what we're going to be looking for in the days ahead. If you're interested in the stock indexes, you want to keep up to date with them every week. And if you'd like to get our DT Big Picture Report on the stock indexes, check out a subscription to our DT reports at dynamictraders.com. Very inexpensive. Try just a 3-month subscription. That'll take us through some very significant events in the weeks ahead. We accept PayPal or charge cards. We hope you become a part of our community and keep up to date on this and learn specific trade strategies for all the major financial markets. That's it for today. It's been short, sweet, but very significant. Robert Miner over and out. Have a fantastic week and have a safe week.